Hi guys, Blue here. We're gonna be playing more Cinderella Phenomenon, but first, I'm gonna go get tea because I have tea boiling and I want to get that. So I'll be right back with some tea. Okay, I'll be right back with some tea. So you're gonna give me a minute and you're gonna wait here while I get tea, cause I've not been feeling good, and I really want tea. I'm not gonna lie, I really want tea, gang. So I'll be back. I'll be back, and I'll have tea. I'll have tea with me, and then we'll get the. There we are. That's more like it. That's more like it. Okay. Alright, I'll be back with tea. I'll be back with tea. Be right back. Be right back. Be right back.
Covistry Ambit. Welcome to my channel. Nightbit. Welcome to my channel.
Hello, I'm back. I have tea. I have apple tea specifically. Apple tea, because I love apples. Apples are one of my favorite fruit, even though I can't eat them anymore because health condition. But apple tea is still really nice to have. Anyway, we're just winging it for Rod's route for the first time, and then we're gonna be doing his good route if we mess up and get his bad route. Hi, Hasta. Hello. Hi, Gertie. Hi. Hi, Gertie. Hi, Gertie. Ah! She's parroting on my shoulder. Hold on. She's standing on my shoulder. Oh. Hi. What? Why? You don't need my tea, girly. You don't need my tea, girly. This is my tea. Anyway, I'll ask Rod if he'll pair up with me. I know we do not have a good relationship. Rod has spared no effort in telling me how cruel I've been to his family. We feel that rectifying whatever mistakes I made with him might be an easy way to get 3 good deeds. You want attention now. Out of all day that I was sitting there laying in bed because I haven't been feeling good. Exactly, I've been laying in bed because I'm pretty sure my mom brought something else home again. So immediately after getting over being sick, I'm sick with something else probably. But she had the choice. She had the ability. She had the very power to sit there, go in my room, and be like, yeah, I want cuddles. I want pets. But the minute I sit down to stream, it's immediately all over my hands, in front of my keyboard, wanting attention right now. Oh, this is going to be very interesting. Oh. Yeah. But Blue, didn't he tell you they didn't want to break his curse? This is Jingle. Oh, my cat. My girly right here sitting in front of me. You're just so cute. You're just so cute. You're just so cute. If my webcam wasn't already being used by my avatar, I would 100% webcam up my cat here. Give you the cat webcam. Yeah. Yes, but that may not be the whole truth. He's still reluctant to break his curse despite all. She went to rub the mic and push it directly into my face. He's still reluctant to break his curse despite all the advice I have offered him. Perhaps you'll be able to encourage him where I could not. I do not care if he does not want to break his curse. I only need him to help me remedy the supposedly bad things I've done to his family. I believe that will be the easiest way to break my curse. The problem is I rarely see him here. He's usually at the palace. In order for this arrangement to work, I will need to be in the palace. I, for one, think it's a terrible idea. What if Dolores' voice trails off? She rates her gaze so far, her expression a mixture of anxiety and solemn consideration. Gertie, please. I can't read like this. I can't read like this, you know. I can't read like this, you know. Ah! Smacked me in the face with her tail. Because I'm not paying attention to her. She's like, how dare you? How dare you? Hold on. Sorry, I went to go let my cat out of the office since, I figured, it might be better if she's not all up in my business while I'm trying to stream. Considering Aries sat there and literally took over my last stream and started making me go absolutely bonkers. What if what? Is there something I should know? But the witch and the fairy just stare at me silently. After a few moments, Parfait speaks. You'll be very far away from us, Princess. We would not be able to assist you. Witches could be lying in wait for you, knowing that you are the true crown princess of Angeo. They might seek to use you for their own purpose. What sort of purposes? Why would the witches be after me in the first place? Many of them have been corrupted by the terror bear, and darkness has invaded their hearts, making them bitter. Many of them simply want to see the fairy tale curses continue on undisturbed. This is all just speculation, but it's better to be safe rather than sorry. What would you have me do? Delora? I have an idea. I think you could get her into the palace and make sure there's someone there to look out for her. How? Just trust me. Tomorrow the Ice Princess returns to her palace. I have a bad feeling about this. Maid route. I was joking, but okay, we're made in the palace now, gang. I was joking, but I legitimately, she was just like, "Yep, maid route. We're going maid." Getting some bites of my dinner in before it goes cold. You guys don't need ASMR of me eating, so I've been just casually muting in between. This cannot be happening. Don't dilly-dally. The princess will soon be awake and expecting our new maid. Close my eyes and suppress the urge to groan. How is it that Delora was able to turn me into Magdalene's personal maid? Should have thought this would be funny, did she? Well, I'll make her pay for this. I expect you not to be late again. We have very strict rules on how the palace staff should behave. I'm not exactly sure how Delora managed this. She told me she was going to cast a spell on me and that it would be over as soon as I opened my eyes. I closed my eyes and sure enough, when I opened them, I found myself here in a maid uniform. What did she do? The maid continues to babble at me. How annoying. I pretend to listen to her as she leads me through the palace hallways. Magdalene and Rod's chambers are located here. Oh! We come to a halt when Magdalene suddenly appears from around the corner. Your Highness. The maid ducks into a neat curtsy. And Magdalene's eyes meet mine. I tense them as I wait for any sense of recognition from her, but she only gives me a curious look as if she's wondering who I am. She clearly does not recognize me. The maid suddenly reaches back and pulls at my shoulder, forcing me into a bow. You're in front of the Crown Princess of Ingeal. Show some respect, girl. My apologies, Your Highness. She's young, clearly needs to be taught some manners. Excuse me? Oh, please, there's no need for that. What is she trying to achieve by pretending to be kind to a palace maid? Who is she trying to fool? Your Highness, this is your new personal maid. Magdalene glances at the maid, looking confused. Why do I need a personal maid? It is by the king's orders, Princess. Magdalene turns to look at me again. What's your name? She's talking to you, girl. I scowled at the maid before facing Magdalene. I can't believe I have fallen so low that I'm now being ordered around by a maid. Blue. It's nice to meet you, Blue. I hope we can get along. When I do not respond, Magdalene's face falls. I was just heading to breakfast with my family. Of course, Blue will escort you to the dining hall. I raised my eyebrows to the maid, irritated. There's no need for concern. I could get there on my own. I breathed a sigh of relief. I'm not here to babysit her. Maid leans forward and whispers something in my ear. I don't know how it is that you landed in this... Excuse me, my brain. I don't know how it is that you landed this position, but you owe the royal family your diligence and respect. If you continue to show disrespect, I'll be having a word with the king. The maid pushes me forward, so I'm forced to stand next to Evangeline. She will escort you to the dining hall, Your Highness. Her job requires that she follows you everywhere in case you require assistance with anything. But it's almost time for breakfast, Princess Evangeline. Evangeline frowns and looks at me. I'm so sorry. What's she apologizing for? Good morning. Good morning. It seems I've met your personal maid. The king's eyes widen as soon as he spots me. You look familiar. Does he recognize me? I feel a little tremble in my heart as I consider that hope. Are you not the girl who came to the gates before? I deflate with a soundless sigh. He remembers me as a peasant. This is the first time I'm meeting you as Julian's personal maid. What is your name? Blue. That is a lovely name. We are glad to have you here, Blue. The king gives me a warm smile. The softness of his gaze makes me angry. He never treated me so kindly when he remembered me as his own daughter. Evangeline takes her seat, while I walk to stand at the walls beside the other maids and butlers. The door opens and Rod walks inside. He greets the king, Ophelia, and then his sister. He's about to take his seat when his eyes suddenly fall on me. The shock is apparent on his face. Rod, is something wrong? I see there's a new maid on staff. His tone was almost accusatory. I bristle at his words and I'm about to say something when Ophelia speaks. She's Evangeline's new personal maid, Blue. Rod stares at me for a few moments, his expression unreadable. Eventually he moves to take his seat. I stand silent and watch the royal family eat their breakfast. The small area is filled with happy conversation. The four of them smile at each other while they speak. It is easy to see how comfortable they all are with one another. When I was still here, our meals were always so quiet. Everyone looks so happy now. I bite my lip to will the heavy feeling away. Rod told me that before, but I did not want to believe him. I turned back to the conversation at hand. We have something very important to discuss with you, Evangeline. Oh? I brought this up before, but now the matter is more pressing. Is this about... Yes, this is about the ball. Ophelia gives the king a disapproving look. Dear... I know it seems a strange proposition, but this is royal tradition. Evangeline is at a suitable marrying age, and this ball may yet help her find a suitor. But a husband... Evangeline's cheeks are tinted pink. A royal ball for Evangeline, for her to find a husband. I never would agree to such a thing. The king never forced me into one because he knew that. I will not force you to marry someone you do not love, Evangeline. We all agreed on this ball to uphold tradition. All eligible bachelors will be invited in 4 months' time, and you will choose a man you want to court you. I did find my true love through a ball, after all. He glances at Ophelia, responds with a fond smile. Her expression falls back to something more worried when she looks at her daughter. But what if I can't choose anyone? We will throw in one ball, as per tradition. We will not force you into another ball if you do not find a good suitor, but we must uphold traditions at least once. Perhaps this will push you to think more about the future. I will not put any added pressure on you, Evangeline. I would be happy to see your grandchildren before I have to give up my throne. I'm not getting any younger, you know. Oh, no pressure, gang, but you know, you are royal blood and you do have to go out and find a prince because tradition. And also, I want grandkids. I want to sit there and see another successor to the throne made before I sit there and give up the throne entirely, to know that you are sitting there producing heirs like I want you to. Monarchy. Monarchy at its finest here. The real reason people sit there and... Oh. Anyway. Father. I can tell the king is trying to make light of the situation, but there is an undertone of seriousness. Evangeline eventually sighs and slowly nods. I understand. My gaze shifts to Rod to search for a reaction, but his expression is impassive. No reaction at all. Did he know this was going to happen? But... can I really be the princess the kingdom of Angeal deserves? I feel so unprepared. Oh boy. You are the crown princess of Angeal. You must be confident. Evangeline looks down, looking genuinely distressed. I'm finished. May I be excused? But sweetheart, you barely touched your food. Magdalene stands up and ducks into a quick curtsy before rushing from the room. I do not move until I feel Rod's glare on me. Realize I meant to follow Magdalene. Excuse me. I curtsy and follow after Magdalene. Oh my god. My glasses. They're not wanting to clean properly, I swear. I sit there, I wipe them down, and it's... At first there's a little blur, and then I wipe them, and the blur just gets... There, okay, finally it's gone. I can see! I barely make it a few steps away from the dining hall before the door flies open and Rod is rushing after me. What are you doing here? I'm going to answer. I'm here to break my curse. You expect me to believe that when you've had people offering to help at the march-in? Rod's expression changes, anger clear in his eyes. No, I know why you are really here. What are you talking about? You thought you might take back what is rightfully yours, didn't you? You have no qualms about hurting my family again. I stare, nonplussed by his accusations. I carefully quell the simmering anger inside me. Last thing I want is to be fired before I break my curse. I'm not here to hurt anyone, so stop accusing me of such things. We glare at each other in silence. I always thought that Rod was closed off and quiet, but his emotions are always blazing in his eyes. You shouldn't be here. Rod sets back to his gaze is still fierce. I do not have time for this. I'm going to go find Evangeline. Why, so you can insult her? No, because it's now my job to attend to her. Excuse me. The last place I expect to find Evangeline is in the throne room. Much to my surprise, I find her standing alone inside, staring up at the throne. Oh! When she turns to face me, she has a guilty expression on her face. I'm sorry. What is she apologizing for? I was very rude earlier, walking on everyone at breakfast. Evangeline gazes back at the throne and sighs. I'm sure any other girl would be happy to have a ball. I mean, it's like something out of a fairy tale. But She sighs once again and looks down at her clasped hands. It all sounds so perfect in the fairy tales. 3 days is all it takes before everyone's found their true love. But I don't think that's how it works out in real life, do you? I have nothing to say in response when Evangeline turns her beseeching gaze to me. I don't know how I'm supposed to marry someone I barely even know. Is this really what it means to be the crown princess? Is this precisely what you wanted? Excuse me? When your mother married the king, you became a princess. You went from rags to riches overnight. I cannot keep the bitterness from my voice when I speak. Your life is playing out like Cinderella's, is it not? All you missing are the glass slippers, and even then I'm sure the king could arrange for a pair. I cannot understand why you're so unhappy. Neither can I. Magdalene turns away from me to face the throne once more. In the sun that streams through the windows, I see something shining on her cheeks. Is she crying? I am so ungrateful. Blue, what would you do? What? If you were in my place, if you became crown princess overnight, would you go through with a ball? For the sake of Angel's transition? For the sake of your role? I'd never do anything so worthless. The king never brought up the subject with me. He most likely knew I would refuse. Magdalene slowly pats her cheeks and turns me, where I smile on her face. I could do with some fresh air. Shall we go to my friend's shop in town? You have only just exited the throne room when Magdalene stopped short and I almost bumped into her back. Oh! Your Highness, what a pleasant... Sir Mithras abruptly stops to stare at me. Why is Sir Mithras looking at me so intently? Is something the matter, Sir Mithras? No, nothing at all, Your Highness. I'm just... amused. Amused? Oh, you haven't met my new maid. This is Blue. Blue? There's something in Sir Mithras' gaze that I do not trust. The silence is stifling, so I curtsy at him. Sir? Charming. Sir Mithras turns his attention back to Magdalene. Where are you off to on this pleasant day? Oh, just off to visit a friend. Make sure you bring your guards with you, Princess. Of course. I wonder what's taking him so long. Imagine decided to invite Rod to join us on our visit. When the guards offer to get Rod for her, but he's still yet to return. And there stands with us by the gate, ready to escort us into town. Why does the king even keep these incompetent fools that cannot find a single person? Maybe we should go look for Rod. Hold on, I'm gonna get some more tea. Apple. Good tea. Anyway. Oh, the tea went down the wrong pipe. Oh, man. Okay. It's fine. I'm good. I'm fine. Maybe we should go look for Rod. But then what if he gets here as soon as we go searching for him? I sigh. I will go look for him. You can stay here. But you don't need to run errands for me. She's yet to ask me to do anything. What does she think a maid even does? I look at her solemnly, not answering her. Finally, she relents. Thank you, Blue. I incline my head just slightly before walking off. I feel like a babysitter. I cannot believe I have to search for Rod. This is only slightly better than being dragged around by that broom. Hold on, there's yelling going on in the background. I gotta go see what's going on. Okay, everything's fine. The dog was just trying to bum rush for some banana bread, but he didn't get any, so it's fine. At least that's kind of what I got from it. I don't know. Oh no, man, the dog is a little bit crazy at times. I love him to death, but he's a little goofy. He's a little goofy. Anyway. This is only slightly better than being dragged around by the broom. I turn the corner and bump into someone. I take a few steps back and just in time. Princess. I look a bit shocked. Fritz's surprise mirrors my own. Where have you been? I've been looking for you everywhere. He pauses to stare at my clothing. Why are you wearing a maid's uniform? Fritz, you remember who I am. I'll never forget you, Princess Blue. But it does seem like I'm the only one who remembers you. What's going on, Princess? The only people who remember you are the witches, fairies, and... Fritz, are you? I stop when I hear the sound of approaching footsteps. Fritz turns the sound and stoops low into a formal bow when he sees Rod. Your Highness. Rod's impassive face twists with annoyance when he sees me. Rod does not even acknowledge Fritz as he walks past him and stops in front of me. Shouldn't he be attending to my sister? I don't understand. Prince Rod, do you know why the princess is dressed like this? Rod is clearly just surprised that Fritz remembers me. You recognize her. You remember the princess too. But if you knew, why didn't you say anything when she first went missing? Can someone please explain to me why she's tending to Princess Evangeline? This
Ko-fi
is...
stream bot said. Visit blue_sears ko-fi page at https://ko-fi.com/blueser?ref=Twitch.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Mark. Fritz. I cut him off before I can ask any more questions. I feel Rod's gaze on my back as I turn to look at Fritz. No more questions. But Princess, right now I am a palace maid. A what? It is a long story and I have no time to explain now, so do not ask. Fritz is clearly discontent. He seems to struggle for a few months before finally sighs and nods. Yes, Your Highness. Though it's nice to hear someone here speak my title, it will not do if Fritz calls me without an accident. It's just Blue for now. But, I turn to face Rod. Evangeline is waiting. What? The guard could not even deliver a message? Where are you going? Evangeline wants to visit her friend's shop in town. She wants you to go with us, Rod. Town? Ordinarily, I would not mind Fritz joining us. Right now, he might just be necessary company. He may very well give me away. Rod barely wants to speak with me. When it's just the two of us, I doubt Fritz would make him more sociable. I'm assuming that accompanying you is not an option at this point. Yes. Fritz looked down for a moment before looking at Rod. I'm sorry to ask this of you, Your Highness, but since you refuse to let me do so, please look after Princess Blue in my place. Ridiculous. I do not need to be coddled. Even if I did, Rod couldn't care less if I'm hurt. I will do my best, Sir Fitzgerald. I can tell if he's being genuine or not. Fritz bows to both of us. Stay safe, Blue. And you, Your Highness. Rod turns and begins to walk away without another word. Come on. Rod is silent as we make our way back to the palace gates. I am still thinking about what he said to Fritz earlier. Why did Rod agree to Fritz's request? Because he just wanted him to leave. I stare at Rod's back as he walks in front of me. Sometimes I cannot figure out what he is thinking. Rod! Blue! Evangeline beams when she catches sight of us. Are you ready? Rod crosses his arms. He does not look very happy with his sister. Even though Rod is younger, I cannot help but think he often sounds like the older of the two. I am busy, Evangeline. I can't keep dropping everything whenever you want to leave the palace. I'm sorry, but I just really needed some fresh air today. You get plenty of fresh air on the palace grounds. I felt I need to be off the palace grounds. Evangeline's face drops as she looks down at the ground. Rod lets out an exasperated sigh before stepping inside the carriage. Come on. Rod? Just for an hour, okay? Thank you. Basically, he's the younger sibling that always sits there and babies the older sibling, I'm guessing. I don't know. I soon kind of realize it's easier to walk around in town now that everyone has forgotten who I am. The atmosphere around town feels brighter. Yes, Hessa? What, you want to do a little ASMR of you sniffing around at my mic? Huh? Is that it? Is that it, little girl? Huh? 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 Little wee. Little wee. She's so cute. I love her. All these spiteful stares are gone. Princess Evangeline! Oh, how are you doing today? Is your wife feeling better? Yes, hi. Yeah, hi. 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 Hi, Grady. Yes, hello. Hello. Hi, Grady. Hi. 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 She... No, leave my dinner alone. Don't pull an Aries, please. Hi, Gertie. What's up? What? What, Gertie? Evangeline is responding to most of the people who know her. She seems to know a good majority of the people in town. I hang back as Evangeline speaks with a man. The night escorts hover somewhere nearby, watching for disturbances. It would take longer than an hour if she continues like this. I'm not going to rush her. Does she need to return to the palace to continue whatever work it is that you are doing? Rob raised an eyebrow at me. I do have to get back to my studies, but my family always comes first. If it makes Evangeline happy, then I'll gladly come with her to town. It's a small thing. Happy? I look more closely at Evangeline. She is smiling, but then she always smiles. I do not understand. She's more at ease talking to townspeople sometimes because they don't judge her. Why would she have to worry about being judged? It is clear that everyone adores her. Evangeline takes the man's hand in hers as she wishes him well. Rob points out the gesture. See that? That's goodness. What, do you want the window more open? Okay, hold on. She wants the window more open for her. There you go, Girly. I will freeze my tootsies off so that you can sit there and sniff out the open window. It's fine. You can learn something from my sister, Blue. This goodness pretend to be interested in the lives of strangers. Imagine eventually says her goodbyes before walking towards a familiar store. This is a toy shop I visited with Evangeline and Rod before. I glance at Rod and notice the expression on his face. He seems conflicted. But why? Before I can ask, Rod marches in front of me and decisively pushes open the door. When I enter, Evangeline is already hugging the shop girl, Victoria. Evangeline, you look as beautiful as ever. Oh please, I look the same. You on the other hand. Evangeline steps back before nodding, a bright smile on her face. Being in love suits you. When is the wedding? Wedding? She's already engaged. I catch a small movement out of the corner of my eyes, turn to glance at Rod. I notice his finger clenched in a fist before he quickly hides his hand behind his back. So his expression is passive as always. I notice a tenseness in his shoulders. Desmond and I haven't set a date yet, but it should be soon. Would you? Victoria trails off what she knows the rest of us. Hello, Rod. Victoria. His tone is surprisingly static. Last time he was here, I was sure he sounded friendlier. So what can I help you with, Evangeline? Looking for another doll. Another doll, but Evangeline is not interested in dolls. Oh no, I'm just here to see you. I can't stay for long since Rod has things to do. Evangeline, I'll wait for you outside. Oh, okay. I know it's my job to follow Evangeline around, but I'm not at all interested in hearing her talk to this girl. Does she even want me here? Okay, we're actually gonna stay with her because, as he said, his sister's happiness is his, and before I can decide what I want to do, Evangelines turn and look at me with a smile. This is Blue. She's just started working as my personal maid today. It's not like you to make a maid follow you around. Evangelines' expression quickly becomes apologetic. I'm sorry, Blue. I realized I didn't ask if you wanted to come with us. I just expected you to tag along. Why is she apologizing? I meant to tend to her regardless of where she is, unless she dismisses me. I'm sure Blue doesn't mind. It's such a beautiful day today, after all. Evangeline turns to me and smiles. You don't have to wait with me if you don't want to, Blue. I won't be long. I only want to see Victoria for a bit. I haven't been able to see her as often since I moved. Well, that's to be expected. Princesses shouldn't be associating with shop girls like me. Victoria has a point. Why does Evangeline insist on this? But you're my best friend. I'm still not accustomed to the fact that I can't just visit you every day. Those were the good old days, when we were still neighbors. I'd still live next to you if I could. Do you remember all those games tag we used to play together when we were children? Remember how Rod always lost? Two girls laugh together as a shared memory. I try not to roll my eyes. So they were all childhood friends. Are you sure there's nothing I can help you with? Belle turns on the door chimes as the customer walks in. Excuse me. One moment. Victoria turns to Evangeline with a guilty expression. I'm sorry, but I have to take this. No, it's alright. I'll come see you another time. I promise we could talk for as long as you want next time. Evangeline smiles and hugs her friend in farewell. I follow closely behind Evangeline as she exits the shop. Rob pushes away from the wall that he had been leaning against once he noticed us leaving. Ready to go? Evangeline nods with a small smile. The two of us begin to make our way to the palace again. By the time we return to the palace, evening has fallen. I hope we're not late for dinner. The minute the carriage doors open, we all greeted by two familiar faces. Sir Alcester and Sir Mithras stand before us. Princess Evangeline, Prince Rod. I was on my way out to look for you when Sir Mithras informed me of your whereabouts. He glares at the knight escort and the knight shrinks back. Sir Alcester turned sharper than me afterwards, his eyes narrowed. Why is he looking at me like that? It was getting late, and the queen was worried. I'm so sorry. Princess Evangeline, Prince Rod, it's almost time for dinner. Please let me escort you inside. Sir Mithras gestures for them to follow him. I'm about to follow after them when Sir Alcester suddenly moves to block my path. His eyes are cold. He opens his mouth to say something, but then closes it and shakes his head. You're dismissed, girl. You may go back to your quarters. But that is an order. His gaze is piercing. Even when I was a princess, I was not able to stand up to that gaze. Yes, sir. After dinner, I make my way back to the room beside me. As I walk down the hall, I notice Rod heading in my direction. Rod! He suddenly grabs my arm and pulls me away, down the hall. Where are you taking me? Rod does not answer, just continues moving until we reach an unfamiliar door. What is going on? Rod cuts me off by placing a finger on my lips. He looks around warily before finally pulling me in through the door with him. This place. I've heard of this place before, but I've never seen it. Is this the secret passage that leads into town? Rod does not answer me. He simply keeps walking and sees no other option to trail after him. Girdley! Knock it off! Listen, the couch is not your climb. Listen, the couch, not your climbing place. It's not a It's not some place to claw. It's not a scratching post. It's not a scratching post. I don't know what you think you're doing. I don't know what you think you're doing, Gertie. She's like directly behind me, so I'm turning this the opposite way so it's not reading me. Gertie, I love you, but you need to stop. You need to stop this silly nonsense. You need to stop it. Stop it. Behave. Alright, anyway. Continuing. How is it that you know this place? He still refuses to answer. Are you deaf? Rod suddenly stops and I bump into his back. I slip back with a scowl. You ask too many questions. Because you refuse to answer any of them. I glare back at him until Rod makes an exasperated sound. Yes, hi. Hi, sweetheart. What's up? What's up? What's up, Gertie? What's up? What's up, Gertie? What's up, Gertie? What? Oh. Little hold. Just a... Oh. No. She's like leaning on me. Lady Parfait is the one who told me about this passage. It makes sneaking out of the palace easier. Go ahead. Parfait. Hi, yeah, hi, Gertie. Hi. She's just like climbing all over me. Come on, kitty cat. Come on, kitty cat. I'm trying to stream here. Gertie. Let me see. Alright. She did not give me any explanation as to how she knew of this place. There are only meant to be 2 copies of the keys. The king has one and Sir Alcester has the other. Then why do you have a key? Don't tell me you stole it from the king. I'm not a thief. Lady Parfait also has a copy. She saw fit to provide me with a key for my own use. What? How does Parfait have a key to this place? You'll have to ask her that yourself. English. Once we step to town and realize where it is that we are headed. Ooh. My brain is starting to stumble. My brain is starting to stumble over the English. Hold on, gang. Hold on. We're going back to the march-in. Ow! Girly! Ow! She just smacked me claw at first with her little paw. Why? Why? What did I do? Oh my god. Is it because I didn't pet you right away? Oh my god, this cat. Hold on. Dora is the first person we see as soon as we enter the march-in. Well, look what the cat dragged in. Delora, you. Rod's glare silences me. He steps forward and points back at me, gaze icy. She's not staying at the palace. What? Delora raises an eyebrow. Why is that? She works there now. I do not know what game you're playing, but I'll not be a part of it. Excuse me, this is not a game. I do not want you meddling in my life. Ooh. Sorry. I do not want you meddling in my life as you meddle with hers. The room temperature drops several degrees as Dolores stares around, her expression suddenly lacking any emotion. With all due respect, Your Highness, I do not want to meddle with your wallowing. But just because you do not wish to break your curse doesn't mean that others shouldn't want to either. You should be humbled that our princess here thought you would be able to help her. Rod raises an eyebrow. Where is Lady Parfait? Of course you want to talk to Parfait, because she pulls things nicely. Because she puts things nicely. Ugh. Fine, I'll fetch her for you. Delora curtsies as she sweeps out of the room. Rod sighs. He clearly looks irritated, but doesn't put a voice to his agitation. Now alone in the empty room, the silence is deafening. So I ask him a question that's bothered me since we came here. I actually want to know more, because I already know why he wants me out of the palace. He doesn't like me. He doesn't want me around there. The real question is, why does he not want to break his curse? The door's being clawed out. Hold on, I gotta see. Who's at my door? Dog sitting there asking him to come in, but the last time he was in here he chewed the Ethernet cord a bit, so he's not allowed in the computer room anymore. Because we don't want to sit there and have to pay more money for more electronics to be replaced. Can I play, girly? I don't need to explain myself to you. Do you even know how to break your curse? I do. That's why you're not doing anything. It's none of your business. I did not realize the anger inside of me at first, and then I noticed that my hands are festered and I'm shaking. You are angry at me for treating your family with kindness, and yet you do not treat me with any respect or kindness either. Excuse me? I realize this is the angriest I have felt in a long time, and it makes words fall out of my mouth. You are guilty of the same disrespect you hold me accountable for. We're both being cruel to family, aren't we? Rod's eyes are ablaze as he stalks towards me. He stops right in front of me, his mouth pressed into a firm line. As you are so fond of telling and imagining, we do not share any blood. The only things pulling us together here is the king, and you do not share his morals. Remember this, Blue. You will never be part of my family. I will never see you as a sister. Rod storms out of the reception area just as Delora enters. Sorry, looks like Parfait wasn't in. She pauses and gives me a wry smile. Seems like this partnership is going well. I throw my hands up in anger. He's infuriating. Not as helpful as you thought. I was surprised you were asking for his help in the first place. All I've been doing today is following around imagining, and he still finds a reason to snap at me. In his eyes, I can do nothing right, even though I'm making an honest effort to break my curse. Delora eyes me as she slides down into a chair. Has he told you anything about his curse? Only that he knows how to break it. Delora sighs. Boys can be so secretive about the silliest things. Rod has been aware of how to break his curse from the very beginning. Why hasn't he broken it? I have no idea. I think the only other person knows the full terms and conditions of Rod's curse is Parfait. Parfait? Parfait has known Rod for a while. She convinced him to keep coming to the marching even after he gave up on breaking his curse. Parfait also thinks that working with you will convince Rod to try finding another way to break his curse. Ugh. Anyway, I'm gonna take a bite of my dinner real fast. Just real fast. I'm back. I had some bites of dinner and then my cat was just like, I want out and I want out now. I just slammed my arm into my desk. Oh, that hurt. Ah. Anyway. Parfait also thinks that working with you will convince Rod to try finding another way to break his curse. Another way. Don't ask me. I don't know much about his curse either. But if you keep trying, you might convince Rod to talk. I doubt that very much. It seems all I'm doing is convincing Rod that I do not deserve to break my own curse. Tara looks at me curiously for a few moments, then she grins. I have an idea. If it's another terrible idea. Oh no, this one's much better. I'll just stick around with you, you know, watch out for you. What? Delora, watch out for me. I'm surprised when Delora suddenly stands before me in her doll form. There's no way you and Rod are going to sort yourselves out without some kind of help, so I'll be tagging along. She's a little doll. It's much easier when I'm travel sized. we're just gonna have her sitting like in our little apron pocket, and then she's gonna be sitting there watching the entire thing unfold in front of her, like it's a reality TV show to her. And she's gonna be like, ah yes, you know what, I'm too bored sitting here by myself. I need peak entertainment. Let's watch this family drama. Why do I feel like she'll only make things worse? Come on then. Delora somehow manages to jump in the front. I called the exact spot too. I sat there, was just like, maybe a shoulder. I was like, no, the pocket. Delora somehow manages to jump it into the front pocket of my apron, which is thankfully large enough to fit her doll body. Let's go find us a prince and get ourselves back to the palace. Oh. Oh, sorry. This is great. It has been more than a week since Rod and I returned to marching. He's been avoiding me ever since that day. That we have much cause to be around each other nowadays, and I'm constantly on my feet preparing for Magdalene's ball. This is ridiculous. Better to be busy than bored, princess. I stopped for a moment to better balance the pile of fabrics that I am carrying. One of the maids has ordered me to bring this to a designated room so it can be sorted out. I've been reduced to fetching and carrying. I have made no progress in accomplishing my first good deed. Not that simply following orders from other maids will help me get my first good deed. I feel shuffling my pocket most till I'm picking a porcelain vase out. Better to obey rather than disobey, at least. You're not going to get a good deed by being stubborn. Anyways, you gotta put yourself out there a bit more, princess. You can't just do whatever's convenient for you. That's not good. Delora has been no help at all. Wait, I recognize this place. This is where your room is. I saw before the door to my own bedroom. Ever since I came here, I have been ignoring this room. I wanted to see what the king did to it during my absence. Do you not want to go in? Why should I? It is not if it's in my room anymore. Oh, you're no fun. Are you curious about how it's changed? I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't. I guess a little pique wouldn't hurt. I stepped in and closed the door behind me. It is like stepping into the past. The room is exactly as I left it. It seems completely untouched. Moments later, Delora is standing before me in her uniform. It looks like someone's been dusting in here. Strange, considering no one should remember who this room even belongs to. I glance around, eyes wide. Everything looks the same. I put the fabrics I'm carrying down on my bed and make my way to the shelf where my dolls are displayed. My eyes pause on a specific doll. This one was not here before. Delora raises an eyebrow. Maybe you just don't remember that one because she wasn't very memorable. You do have a lot of dolls after all. No, I know each of my dolls by name. This one is definitely new. She looks very similar to dolls I saw at Victoria's shop. I quickly turned the sound of the doorknob. My eyes moved to Delora, but she's already turned into a doll and tucked herself in a corner of the shelf with the rest of my dolls. Evangeline stands in the doorway, eyeing me curiously. Blue, what are you doing here? I made a mistake and thought I was supposed to bring these fabrics here. I hope she does not see through my lie. Evangeline shakes her head, smiling. It's not your fault, Blue. You're still getting used to the palace and its many rooms. I got lost here all the time when I first arrived, too. This room is interesting, though. Father expressly ordered that it be kept clean but otherwise undisturbed. Why would he say that? I won't say why, but apparently this room is very special, though. It belonged to someone he cherished. Cherished? What a joke. Still, I could not help but feel hope at her suggestion. I don't think Father would like either of us being in here. We should leave soon. Allie came here to put a ribbon on one of the dolls. One of the dolls? Yes, I put one of my dolls here. She walks past to pick up the doll I did not recognize. I bought this. I know Evangeline always visited Victoria, but I don't think she liked dolls. She always preferred receiving and buying books. Why does she have this doll? Do you like dolls? Well, I mean I don't mind them, but I don't usually buy them for myself, no. So why did you buy this one? Evangeline looks at the doll with a sad smile and shakes her head. I'm not sure. I bought it as a gift. I remember that much. I was going to give it to someone who liked dolls. Someone I wanted to befriend. I don't know why, but it feels right to leave the doll here until I can remember whom I was meant to give her to. Evangeline is silent for a moment before she turns to me with a bright smile. I know you have a delivery to make, but could you come with me to the palace entrance first? Well, they're still busy talking with the cooks so the fabrics can wait. I resist the urge to glare at her. Fear not be dragging me around to do yet more errands. I'm expecting delivery. I might need your help. I thought so. I have no choice but to nod. Of course. So she bought that doll for us and left it in the room because she couldn't remember who to give it to because of the curse. 1 second. Banana nut bread. Here I come. Banana nut bread. Oh my god, banana nut bread.
Ko-fi stream bot. Said. Visit blue_seers ko-fi page at https://ko-fi.com/blueser?ref=Twitch.
I'm back. I have banana nut bread. Yeah! I love banana nut bread. It's so good. This one's a little crispy on the edges, but it's really nice still. I think my mom included walnuts in this one, so it's really nice. Oh, banana nut bread's so good when it's so warm. Oh my god, that is amazing. That is some fantastic banana nut bread. I'm so excited to finish that later. Hold on. I begrudgingly follow Magdalene towards the entrance, and there is a delivery carriage. A familiar person stands beside it. Victoria! Magdalene pulls Victoria in a tight hug. I turn my attention away to glare at the number of boxes at the back of the carriage. I'll no doubt have to carry them inside. How are the preparations for the ball coming? Magdalene's smile seems forced at first, but then eases into something softer. It's going well, I suppose. How about the wedding? Desmond and I finalized the date. It'll be 2 days after your ball. I can't wait to see you in your wedding dress. These two always talk so much when they get together. I ignore their chat as I walk up to the carriage to observe the boxes piled inside. What is in the boxes? Oh! Bakar reaches out to grab one. She hands it to me. I'm helping with the ball decorations. I came by with part of the order today. Part of it? Careful, it's a bit heavy. I take the box from her hands and nearly stumble. This is heavy. Imagine I should have the male servants do this. Queen Ophelia placed quite a large order. I brought the more fragile decorations first. Oh, the glass baubles and vases? I grit my teeth as I shove the box in my arms and attempt to make it easier to hold. I thought you worked at a toy shop. Yes, but we also have aisles dedicated English, come on. Yes, but we also have aisles dedicated specifically to party decorations. What kind of toy shop is that? Blue, will you be alright? I feel annoyance simmer within me. I'm obviously not alright. Magdalene reaches out to help me with the box, but she's too late. I've only taken one step forward when the box slides and I stumble. Match cradle in my arms, but it weighs too much for me. Before I hit the ground, I feel strong arms around my waist, pulling me back upright. The box is taken from me. Oh. My heart and mind are racing, and for a moment I cannot comprehend what has just happened. Are you alright? Rod. Glanced aside in shock to see Rod standing there. The expression on his face gives nothing away, but with our close distance, I could see some flicker of emotion in his bright eyes. Concern. I am... Blue, I'm so sorry, are you okay? Rod pushes me, and I stumble forward, almost tripping on the ground. He raises an eyebrow at me. Know your limits, Blue. I glare at him as anger begins to bubble up in my chest. I'm gonna... Stay silent. I clench my fist and take a deep breath to try and calm myself. I will not stoop to his level. He's the one being cruel here, not me. You shouldn't have stubbornly tried to carry something that was too heavy for you. I will not take responsibility if you get hurt. Rod, you shouldn't be angry with her for trying to help me. It was my fault for giving her something so heavy. Victoria, what are you even doing here? Rod's voice is still cold. Victoria looks startled by his tone. I came to deliver some of the decorations for the ball. And you thought Evangeline and her maid could carry these things on their own? Rod, this is not her fault. I'm the one who chose to bring Blue with me. I underestimated the size of the delivery. Victoria was just delivering the supplies. At least she admits her mistakes. Never thought Rod would be so stubborn. Magdalene's expression softens as she looks at her brother. She looks sad. Rod ignores her and picks up the box that I have been carrying. He begins to walk away before he suddenly stops and glances back at me. Come on. Rod? We're going to call some servants to carry these boxes in. He turns around and begins to walk away. I'm Magdalene's personal maid, not his. I glance at Magdalene, who nods her head. I really am so sorry. Thank you for helping my brother, Blue. I curtsy ever so slightly before running after Rod. Rod, wait. He picks up his pace, as if trying to lose me. I turn the corner and barely stop myself before running right into Rod's back. What now? Why are you so angry at me today? I've barely even spoken to you. Your mere presence is enough to darken my mood. I glare at him across my arms. Funny, you call me cruel, but right now you're worse than I ever was. I do not need someone who hasn't even managed a single good deed to lecture me. I have to try very hard to resist the urge to slap him. You're supposed to help me get a good deed. As I said before, I never agreed to this. I still refuse to help you. Rod starts walking again, and I hurry after him. I cannot help but recall how cold he was with Victoria earlier. I thought they were friends, but he treated her like this at the toy shop too. Why were you so angry with Victoria earlier? No reason. I raised an eyebrow when Rod quickly answered his question. Then you were cold for no reason. You have such a princely disposition. Rod frowns but has no rebuttal for my words. You must be genuinely cold and unfriendly. Excuse me? That would explain why you treated Victoria as you did. I had thought that you two were childhood friends. Victoria was always closer with Evangeline than with me. We may have been friendly once, but we've since become distant. Distant. It is none of your business. I paused as we passed by my door. Remember that I left both the fabrics of Delora inside. I make my way towards the door and open it. What are you doing? None of your business. Enjoyed your field trip. I frown when I see her sitting on my bed in human form. What would you have done if it wasn't me? That's what just have a sense for these things. Delora. Rod slowly enters the room. It's nice to see you here, Lady Delora. Nice to see you too, little Subby. Why are you here? Delora shrugs as she inspects her nails. I thought it would help the princess here since someone doesn't seem very willing. Rod furrows his eyebrows at her. I didn't. Yes, I know, you didn't sign up for this. But do you really think you have a choice, Rod? Delora looks at Rod pointedly. You know the consequences if this fails. Rod looks away, expression conflicted. Consequences? What are you talking about? Consequences for not helping me with my curse? Rod sighs heavily before turning back to Delora. He does not pay attention to me. I'm not the right person for this. Doesn't matter what you think. Princess thought you were, so suck it up and do your job. Rod is silent for a few months before he finally faces me, looking resigned. What is happening? I will help you then, but don't expect me to change my opinions of you. I shrug at him. It's not like I was expecting you in the first place. Delora glins with clear triumph. Good talk. Rod sighs. In order to achieve your good deeds, you're going to need to mend what you broke before. I feel like I already know what he's going to say. My sister's always wanted to be your friend, so you must do just that. Show her kindness, you may be able to get your first good deed through her. Show her kindness, huh? Grabbing a nibble of dinner and finishing it off, probably. So we'll stop interrupting the stream with it. Alright, finally finished last dinner, so now I can just talk and not worry about being hungry. Finally. Delora decides to stay in my room for the time being, saying that she believes Rod will be able to help me for now. Later I make my way to the dining room with fabrics and see Evangeline and Ophelia inside. Blue! Ah, I see you have the fabric, thank you. Ophelia takes the topmost sample of fabric against expected as Evangeline walks up to me. Where's Rod? He returned to his studies. Oh, right. He has history lessons today. I have yet to finish my history homework, which is due tomorrow. As Evangeline muses out loud, I ponder what Rod told me earlier. I must become Evangeline's friend. Was that really a good deed? Now Rod didn't send the servants out before he went back to his room. I wanted to tell him that Victoria and I already called on guards to bring the boxes inside. Maybe you decided to start his lessons earlier so you can make your dance lesson this evening. Dance lesson? Father wanted to hire the best dance instructor in NGO, but I honestly feel more comfortable with Rod teaching me. He's a good dancer, so Father has allowed it. That's a surprise. I didn't know Rod could dance. He used to prefer singing, but then Ophelia trays off. I know that she's talking about the fairy tale curse, but I do not expect her to divulge such information made like myself. He's decided to focus on his dancing for the past few months. Ophelia glances down at the fabrics and looks up and smiles at me. Blue, would you mind helping me with this? I obediently walk over the fabric Ophelia wants me to look through. They're apparently samples for the tablecloth that will be used during the ball. This is going to be a long day. Rod comes immediately to the throne room after his history lessons to start on his dance lessons with Evangeline. I'm only standing here because it is my responsibility as a person made to watch over her as she practices. Watching she steps out of rhythm, Rod sighs at her. You're doing it wrong. That's the 10th time. Sorry. Again. They start from the beginning, and I'm unable to step on my own side when Evangeline messes up the same step again. This will make the 11th time. I really am terrible at this. Would you rather have the royal dance instructor teach you? He has more experience teaching than I do. Oh no, I really do want you to teach me, Rod. I'm sorry that I'm such a slow learner. You're always good at everything. Singing, dancing, cooking. Prince Rod cooks. Yes, Rod does cook. He's very good at it. You didn't have to tell her that, Does it really matter? I love bragging about how talented my little brother is. I see a tinge of pink on Rod's cheeks as he turns away. Is he? Embarrassed. I imagine looks down at the floor, her smile smaller. I wish I was as talented as you, Rod. I always thought Evangeline was overly optimistic. She always seemed to bounce back with a smile no matter how many times I pushed her away. Now I cannot help but reconsider that thought. So a singer like this only irritates me. Pinning yourself will get you nowhere. Not everyone can be perfect at everything when they first start out. I remember Mother gave me similar lessons. She was always such a harsh teacher, and she hated when I showed weakness in front of her. She made me keep practicing until I perfected whatever it was she wanted me to do. Failure was never an option. I never had time for self-pity. Instead of feeling sorry for yourself, just try harder. Let failure inspire you to do better. Blue, that was... She's right, Rod. Instead of complaining, I should be working harder. I let an exasperated sigh and crossed my arms. You always look at your feet whenever you reach the underarm term. Instead, focus on counting your steps and let Prince Rod lead you. Worrying too much on your next step is what puts you off rhythm. Evangeline stares at me. Can you dance, Blue? I can. Why? Wow, that's amazing. There's nothing amazing about my being able to dance. Praise makes me embarrassed regardless. Maybe I can learn faster seeing someone else do the dance first. What are you talking about? It might be easier to copy the steps if I have someone perform them first. She turns to me suddenly, eyes bright. Would you help me? I meant to assist Evangeline in any way that I can, but dancing with her brother. Surely a lovely maid should not do this. I guess because she's sitting there and pressing for it. Well, if I do accept, at least I can prove that I'm a better dancer than Rod. I'm not doing this for Rod, I'm actually doing this for Evangeline, because she's sitting there and being the one to ask. Because, as he said, try and be a better friend to her, and if she's asking me for a favor, such as teaching her how to dance via watching me dance, then I guess I'll dance. Besides, I'm supposed to be listening to Evangeline, no matter how absurd her requests are, if that is what you want. Really? Evangeline rushes up to me and takes my hand in hers. Thank you, Blue. I thought it might be an awkward request, but I'm so happy you've agreed to this. I turn to look at Rod, who is glowering at me. I'm not dancing with her. She might step on my feet. Evangeline gives him a disapproving look. Rod, please. Rod eyes me warily. I step towards him and offer my hand. Shall we? Rod scowls at me for a few months before finally taking my hand. I put my hand on his shoulder, and he places his hand on the small of my back. Rod looks at me, but quickly averts his gaze. Is something wrong? I didn't think I'd ever have to dance with you, is all. Neither did I. Rod looks at me again. This time it has an uncomfortable scowl on his face. He's not the only uncomfortable one here. Both start dancing and mentally start counting the steps. It's been a long time since I danced with anyone. The steps come to me naturally. The dance is rather simple. While Rod and I move stiffly, I can't help but notice his careful footwork. I realize that Rod really is a pretty decent dancer. Dog is barking in the background. It's distracting me. Of course, I would never openly admit that. When we stop here, Magdalene clapping her hands, she looks at the both of us in awe. You really are a good dancer. Thank you so much for showing me the steps. Now I know for sure what to do during that part. I just shrug at her before stepping back into the corner. Magdalene takes her position in front of Rod once more. This time she has a bright smile on her face. I can't believe something as simple as that has made her so happy. At the end of the day, Magdalene has managed to do the steps correctly. She tells me many times how grateful she is for the help. After practice, I return to my room and retire to bed. I think about how happy Magdalene was. How can such small things make a person so happy? Aw, now the mom. Now we're getting the mom. You stepped out of rhythm. Again, Blue. But Mother, this is really hard. A princess never complains. You must perfect this waltz by tomorrow, otherwise we'll not allow you to play with your dolls for the day. But if you have time for objections, you have time to push yourself harder. Now, once again from the top. Man. The following days are uneventful. Magdalene continues her dance lessons with Rod. Her steps are still far from perfect, but I can tell that she's improved since my demonstration with Rod. Meanwhile, Rod still chooses to ignore me most of the time, though I have noticed he's less cold than usual. At least he does not snap at me for no good reason anymore. Though Dolores no longer assists me, she insists on staying in my room more often. She says there's something important she wants to investigate, and I can't even guess what it might be. I prefer not having her around anyway. Her constant chattering makes it difficult to focus on anything. Right now, I'm still trying to figure out how I can achieve my first good deed. Almost 3 months have passed since I was first cursed, but I have yet to complete my first good deed. These are my thoughts as I head back to my sleeping quarters after dinner that night. I imagine she excused me long ago, insisting that I go on to my own room before she went to hers. I'm walking down the hallway and notice Rod heading down a familiar path. I follow after him. Are you going to the marching? Rod jumps and turns around. The surprise on his face quickly fades into annoyance. Don't do that again. And no, not today. Since I came here, I found out that Rod occasionally sneaks out of the palace at night through the secret passageway to go to the marching. Even though I'm so confused as to why he goes there. He said before he's given up on breaking his curse, which makes me wonder why he still visits. It also makes me wonder why he would refuse to break his curse in the first place. Is he okay being the way he is, or is his curse really just difficult to break? Why were you cursed, Rod? I'm not answering that question. Why? I cannot help you break your curse if you refuse to tell me anything. I told you before I do not need your help. But I chose you as my partner. You help me and I help you. It's highly likely that breaking Rod's curse will also count for a good deed. Rod scowls at me and crosses his arm. I'm afraid that it isn't how this works at all. The sound of footsteps keeps me from coming back with a retort. We both turn to see Sir Alcaster approaching us. Prince Rod, good evening. Good evening, Sir Alcaster. Sir Alcaster turns to me and raises an eyebrow. Shouldn't you be attending to Princess Magdalene? Rod silenced me with a look. He moves to stand in front of me, shielding me from Sir Alcaster's gaze. We were just about to go to her. Let's go, Blue. Rod strides away, and I quickly curtsy to Sir Alcaster before following after Rod. I can still feel Sir Alcaster's eyes on my back as I walk away. I try my best to press the shutter. Rod and I walk through the hallway in silence. Both stop at our tracks where you hear the clattering of silverware. I look around and realize the sound is coming from behind a set of doors that is slightly open. The dining hall. Oh no! That's Magdalene's voice. We do not see Magdalene when we enter the room, but there is a dizzying array of cutlery set out on the table. And Magdalene surprises us both by calling out from beneath the table. She flashes and embarrassed while she gets to her feet, holding several forks and knives in her hands. What are you doing here? You should be getting ready for bed. Sorry. I eye the silverware on the table. I thought I could practice before I sleep today. It's already been an incredibly long day for her, and she's still doing this? Watch as Magically puts a color back on the table in the wrong places. You need to rest, Em. I will after I practice the placement one last time. She smiles at him before returning to the table. I don't know why a person would need so much cutlery. 1 fork, 1 spoon, and 1 knife should be more than enough for any meal. And all these glasses. If I recall correctly, this one is for, this one's for wine, and this one is for white wine. I'm not gonna point it out. I'm just gonna be like, here. You need help? Here it is. We're not gonna be mean, we're not gonna bully, we're gonna be nice. That flute is for champagne, the other is for sherry. Oh, right. There are 2 more. The other is for juice, and the other glass is for dessert wine. The dessert wine glass will only be used during the dessert course, and the juice glass is only used when juice is being served as a course. Otherwise, it's placed next to the water goblet. I see Rod staring at me out of the corner of his eyes. His lips twitch before he turns back to his sister. Looks like he was about to smile. Then, what are these for? Magdalene points out the group of forks in front of her. You use those every day, Your Highness. You should know the answer. Come on, just teach her the setting. Just teach her. Evelyn points at them as she rattles off names. Dinner fork, fish fork, salad. Correct. You know so much about etiquette, too. You're really incredible, Blue. You make a better noble woman than I do. Even if I told her I was a noble, it's not as if she would believe me. I just read a lot about all of these things. You read and know enough to put them into practice. That's amazing. Especially since you haven't been with us so long. Right, Rod? Rod shrugs. He does not, much to my surprise, disagree. Perhaps you should be my teacher, Blue. I can learn so quickly from you. Imagining quickly straightens out the cutlery. Now that I think about it, I've come to realize Imagining is much more than she appeared to be. It's probably because I'm forced to spend so much time with her as our maid. She is different. She is flawed, and not as conceited and more humble than I originally thought. Maybe I should try lending her a hand. I may not be one of your tutors, but if you need help with your lessons, just ask me and I'll do what I can for you. Blue? Sorry. I thought that was her. Blue. I glance at Rod, who is once again wearing that expression of surprise. I shift my attention to Evangeline once again. You only have 1 month left to prepare, and as your personal maid, I feel it my responsibility to help you in whatever way I can. Blue. Evangeline wipes her eyes to the back of her hand. That's when I know something glistening on her cheeks. Is she crying? You're extremely kind, Blue. Thank you. I will definitely take you up on that offer. I'm still looking at Evangeline when I catch a faint glow coming from the pendant on my chest. What just happened? Oh, what a pretty necklace you have, Blue. Thank you. Anyways, for now I think the both of us would benefit from some sleep. After escorting Evangeline back to her room, I walk out into the hallway in a daze. What was that light? It seems you actually managed to attain your first good deed. I didn't know he was still here. I look down at my pendant, astonished at what I see. A piece of the glass slipper. I gingerly touch a new piece that is hanging next to my existing glass slipper pendant. It is real. You're not too bad after all. Did he just compliment me? What? Rod turns away. Nothing. Okay. He walks away, leaving me alone with my thoughts. Let's see, 2. Alright, I'm gonna save and cut it off there, because I'm pretty sure with it being chapter 5, we've done our 2 chapters, because I think I cut 3 to 4, 4 to 5. Yeah, so we did our 2 chapters for today for Rod's route. So far, it's looking pretty good. I may or may not have accidentally sat there and aced the good route the first time around with Rod, but we'll see at the end. We'll see how it goes, because usually at the ending bit is what it really comes down to. Alright, anyways, if you like watching me do my thing and watching me stream, You could catch me over at blue_seer, spelled BLUE_SEER. And if you like to see previous videos I've done, you can catch my VODs over at Blue Seer Boy, spelled BLUESEER BOI. Catch me over there. And I do have a Discord that is linked in the chat over on my YouTube, so if you want to join that, go check it out. And I have... Okay. Just double checking. I have been working in the Minecraft Forever world. I'll show you guys real fast. I'm planning to work on it more after the stream here. Hold on. I'll show you. I'll show. Just a little progress. Because the Forever world is still being a thing. I just... Oh, okay. Cool. I'll show you guys currently. Just real fast. Just a little peek. So you can see that I've been hard at it. So you can see that I have been at work on it. If it feels like even doing anything. What is going on with my Minecraft? Why is it not loading? What is going on? There, a bar. The bar. Come on. You could do it. Come on. Alright. So, I'll show you guys. I have been hard at work. So, you remember how there used to be a big hill area? This is so far what I've gotten done from, like, up around the pathway here ish, I think, to here. I did in a singular night, and I'm continuing to work on it. As you see, the houses are starting to float because of me sitting there leveling this out. But it's fine. I'm working on it. The Forever World is still being a thing. It's just a lot of digging. It is so much digging, and and I said I'll show you guys the building stream bit, but not the digging bit, because the digging bit is just not very. It's not very good. Anyway. Thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate you guys, and you have a good one. Bye-bye.